Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have no notes at the front of me and this will be completely free-flowing video with something that I really want to share with you. Those are my inner thoughts and perhaps some of you will appreciate this video because this will be a little bit different than I normally do. Where I am today is the same place where I recorded my first live. It's actually Rachmaninov. You remember? My first live when I arrived to Moscow this time. And I didn't know the statue. Who was it? Right here. And this is Rachmaninov. Okay guys, let me get into what I want to tell you. Because I feel like actually I know. Right now, we cannot look at anything that is presented to us just with the three-dimensional way of seeing it, how normally the media operates, and this is very narrow, very low frequency. We have to look at everything from a very different standpoint. And now more than ever, your intuition and a different level of seeing reality is crucial, because we are truly watching a movie and it's being played on both sides. And I know it sounds very crazy what I'm trying to tell you now, but just hear me out. Because within the reality that has been created, there are many layers and people don't quite grasp it, including myself, like you going through the steps, step after step after step. Where I'm going with all of this, let me explain to you, because I know it sounds like mumbo jumbo. So let's just imagine the scenario like this. I will present to you a scenario. Let's imagine, well, let's say there is a fact that Russia has one of the best intelligence in the world. Not only the intel, right? The intelligence that can read the plans of the other side, but I feel there is another layer to it. Russia also has the very deep spiritual connection. Like I said before, I really believe that Putin has some level of knowing that many people don't even comprehend this. They have no grasp of it. Let's put this way. Let's say the West is planning some event over the country, over Russia, to start officially. This would be like a war, completely. To attack from the sky, for example. And let's just say that Russia knows about it, about this plan, quite for a long time. They know when this plan will unfold. They know when the other side is going to do it. So they are preparing for this. How are they gonna prepare for this? Many ways, right? But they know this event is coming. There is like a time frame. So what if, just hear me out, they have this person who was perceived by Russia as a hero, Geroi, Prigozhin, who fights, well, his soldiers are fighting, Wagner Group. They succeeded in Bakhmut and they have some victories and they are heroes. What if they create a character here that supposed to be like a honey trap in a way? For example, let's say he presents himself as fed up with the Russian government and delivers some stories that are the evidence, by his words, right, as this government is acting, and he's opposing this, he's against it. So he creates, if you're watching this from the West, you're seeing him as someone who is not on the same page with how this operation is being run from the Kremlin. So what he does, just watching from the West, let's say he wants to take over this government, but before this happens, he has some contacts with the West and kind of presents them that maybe he will be on their side because he's already fed up with this. So they have some secret meetings and they agree to a certain amount of money. And so this money comes, just hear me out, I know it's a crazy story. This money comes from the West and he agrees to go on that side and turn, against this government here, the Kremlin. So he gives them the date, he gives them the time frame. And they are okay, so we're gonna do it like this. So he gives them his scenario. And they pursue with this. Let me cut this to the point. Everyone has been played big time, in my opinion. And I know many of you will probably think I am absolutely crazy and a lunatic. I actually see this differently now. This was the best thing Putin could do. This was arranged, in my opinion, a long time before, probably months, I don't know how many ago. They created out of Prigozhin some crazy person who has it up here in order to save this country. Because everyone bought it, everyone bought the story, even people who know Russian reality, I think they bought the story. This is truly a spiritual war. How it looked like, in my opinion, this is totally full alignment on saving Russia and saving humanity, including Prigozhin, Putin, the main characters here, and even Shoigu in the back, who has been presented as not quite as good maybe, and maybe this is all his fault. West has been played like there is no tomorrow. If there is this saying, there's like historian's wet dream, this truly is historian's wet dream. And I know this might sound crazy, this is probably the most, to many of you, the most ridiculous video I have ever posted. But guys, we are living in times, we are really witnessing, this is the war between good and evil. And you cannot play the same tactics as it used to be. And West is not getting it. It's just not. They played Putin and Prigozhin, both of them, play this out. This is the masterpiece. This truly, in my opinion, was the masterpiece. Evolving in this also Lukashenko, who did his part, is just perfect. And I know it sounds crazy to you, but a lot of things that we are told or even seen as recordings of certain events, you will never really know if this was true or if this was manufactured with the technology that we have now. Sorry for the wind. Everything can be created. Everything. So, in a nutshell, I think what really happened is, and it's just coming to me so strongly, all of this, in a nutshell, what really happened, they prevented Russia from being really heavily attacked, and with that will follow probably a nuclear conflict. And what could you do to prevent such an attack that you know is gonna take place if you don't prepare for it? How they came across those informations, then only they will know. Like I said, they have intel, but there is another intel, there is another intelligence that I believe they have. And this is spiritual knowing. And you combine those two and you're unstoppable. And I know many of you think I will be just giving you the news like from the paper and reading stuff and what's being reported. But sometimes, and I think now, more than sometimes, more than ever, we have to tune into a different knowing, to different perception of reality that they are trying to feed us with. And for, ages, they were able to succeed with this. This is different reality now. This is, guys, we are evolving as a humankind. And that's why, some people will live in a different reality and some people will see things differently. This was the master play at its finest. I don't, they will say give an Oscar. I don't give a bleep about Oscar. This is the rewards for saving humanity at this point, and it looks like it's legit because it's so well done. It's incredible. I don't know if there are really facts to prove certain things, how they can prove it, or if it was again created, or if the story that was told by Prigozhin is true or is not true. I'm just saying that I feel this is all done for that reason, because they knew if they don't pull something like this, they have to show to the world, hey, listen, we have a big problem here within the country. Now we are dealing with this. So everyone is like overly excited there because they're like, great, like this is like our dream. They want this to be the case. They want Russia to be in trouble. They want Russia to completely be torn apart from within. Hey, it's not happening. It's just not. It's brilliant. That's all I have for you, everyone. And I know many of you probably will unsubscribe. I understand. But besides the facts, we have to question the facts too. We have to question everything. And really, really, if you look at leaders like Putin, you say he's the greatest leader. Many of you make those statements often. I see in the comments. Ask yourself, what is the greatest leader in your opinion? How you save humanity? How? What abilities you have to have in this age when we are living, in this time on planet Earth, to be able to save humankind? Has to be some supernatural powers and some different understanding of things, and putting together the technology and the spirit and the soul and a different mind. Incredible. Lots of love, everyone. Hope you understood me, what I was trying to express today. Tomorrow I will be back with the normal news from Poland. Yes, and some BlackRock money and stuff like that. But for now, just food for your thought. Think about it. Master play at its finest, in my opinion. And I'm not any geopolitical expert. I think we need now more intuition and understanding things. And yeah, that's how God works in a mysterious way. Lots of love. All the links to find me, my Instagram, mailing list, and locals, of course. Join me on locals, because the more I say, you never know. Lots of love. See you tomorrow.